Hello, online crew. How is everybody today? Good to see you live. Today, we are going to talk about the easiest way to get more leads on social media. So this is a really important conversation for us to have. Hang on, I've got to check my screen here. I've got two devices going on. So I just got to check here. Really important conversation to have because I think a lot of people are missing the point with organic growth. So if you're doing paid strategies and you've learned how to do Facebook advertising and those kind of things, awesome. Even if you are, there should be an element of organic growth that you would want to be striving for, because you want to build up your followers, you want to build up your influence. And when you've got more followers and you've got more influence, then you can sell more of your stuff, correct? So hello and welcome to the broadcast today. Here I've got Facebook, YouTube, and my free group. Over here I have my Instagram friends. Hello, Instagram. How are you today? Good to see you guys on live, and anybody catching the replay, let me know. So where are you tuning in from? What country are you from? I would love to know if you put in the comments section. Let's see how far and wide we can get this broadcast today. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin and I'm your online crew captain. So this is just a bit of fun. I'm here to serve our amazing online crew here, which is home-based business owners, those in sort of direct sellers, network marketing, anybody building a business from home, but you want to leverage social media and use modern social media strategies to attract people to you and build an audience and build your influence. Which, by the way, tomorrow I have a very special broadcast with some friends of mine, some entrepreneur friends of mine, going live an hour and a half earlier than I am right now. So that is, let me check my time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 12:30 a.m. for our UK people, if any of them are awake, and 9 a.m. South Australian time. I'm doing a special training tomorrow here on my Facebook business page, and it'll be broadcast in my group as well, but it won't be on YouTube and it won't be on Instagram. So if you want to come and find me on Facebook, which is Helen Martin Online, you just find my business page, you'll be able to get access to that training. So what I'm talking about tomorrow with my entrepreneur friends is how you build an audience. How do you build influence? How do you grow a following? Like lots of tips that we're going to share with you regarding all those things. Because if you want to sell more stuff, you need a bigger audience. But it's not just about the audience. You could have an audience of 100,000, but if you don't have any influence over that audience, it doesn't mean squat. Okay, so it's not only building an audience, it's having influence over that audience. And that's what we're talking about tomorrow. So special training, join me here on my business page or the free group an hour and a half earlier than I am right now. And Instagram people, if you want to come and join us over at Facebook for that, that would be awesome. Okay, so good morning to those of you. Oh, Karen's awake in the UK. It's late in your part of the world. She's still up. We've got Cherie, we've got Joy, we've got Emma, we've got Sheila, we've got Brittany. Great to see you guys all on. So let us know when you're coming in from. And hello to those over on Instagram, as well. So just a quick one as well. Those of you in the coaching community, my online crew coaching community, I just did a training earlier on 7 steps for those of you that are a little bit stuck in your business. So if you're a little bit stuck and you need to just refresh, regroup, and just know what things you should be concentrating on, I've got a 7-step process for you guys to follow. And I went through that 7-step process in the coaching community earlier today. So those in the coaching community, go over to that group and you can access that replay immediately. And I've got notes for you on all the 7 steps as well. If you're not familiar with our coaching community and would like to look into that, if you just go to helenmartinonline.com, you'll see a graphic there to join our coaching community for $1. So have a look at that information over there. So welcome everybody. So I want to know from you, what do you think the easiest way to get leads on social media organically is? What do you think that is? Now, this is not rocket science, guys. When I tell you, what this is, it's like, oh, yeah, I kind of know that. But I really want to hone in a point here because a lot of you are missing this step. So what are your thoughts on what you truly believe the easiest way to get leads organically. As I said, even if you're doing paid strategies, you should still have some kind of organic presence on social media to, build relationships with people. So what do you think? Is anyone, no, everyone's just still saying hello. No one's game to say. I know there's a delay in the comment. Create relationships. So how do we do that, Beth? So thank you to Beth over on Facebook here, creating relationships. So how do we create those relationships, Beth? What do we need to do? Okay, answer that for me. So Beth's quite correct. We need to create relationships organically to get more people buying into what it is that you do. If you want people to reach out to you, those kind of things, we need to build relationships. So we need to talk to people. Okay, not sure who that is. If anyone appears like that, so those of you on Instagram, I'm just showing some comments on my screen over here on Facebook. If you appear like that, it just means you need to click the StreamYard link in the Facebook group, and then I'll be able to see who you are. Attraction marketing. So what does that mean? What do we need to do? Laurie, spend time with them and ask questions. Debbie, build rapport and trust. Okay. Emma, getting to know people, like and trust you. Okay. So here's the basic thing that and there's great comments here. And find, so Anna's got find what people need and provide. Correct. Now, the only way that we can do that, and the one key thing that you want to do organically, and believe it or not, this is a thing that most people miss doing every single day, is putting the social back in social media. How many of you, be honest, how many of you look at what other people are doing and you scroll and you don't engage? You don't love, you don't like, you don't comment, you just look. How many of you spend time on social media, wherever you're hanging out, on Facebook, like admit it. How many of you look and don't react? I know through doing the Reels challenge at the moment, so many of you are looking at my Reels, but you're just looking. You're not putting yourself on my radar. You need to become top of mind for people. So when they think about something in your niche, they're thinking of you. How do you do that? You be more social. You love on people. Don't scroll and not comment. Put yourself on my radar. When you watch my Reels, comment. When you watch other people's Reels on Instagram, comment. When you watch my Facebook Live, don't sit there in the background and don't say anything. Say, hi, Helen. Too many people are not engaging and building the relationships, attraction marketing, and all the things that you guys have mentioned in the comments. You're looking, but you're not engaging enough. Now, here's where you grow organically. Top of mind, guys. Get you in the top of my mind. It's like, oh, this person always comments on my lives, or they're commenting on my Reels. Top of mind. Make people feel like you care about their content. The only way you can do that is to stop selfishly, absorbing content and actually giving more love out there and getting your name top of mind everywhere. And your content, like, you need to do this every single day to be top of mind of people. You need to be posting every day on Facebook. You need to be in stories every day. Instagram, the Reels every day. But you need to build a following. Do not hide behind social media. Those of you that are just starting with Reels and that are in my free Reels challenge, anybody can jump on that at any time. Just go to helenmartinonline.com/Reels, and then you get all the information that you need. Anybody can jump on that at all times. But how many Reels are you watching? But you're just binge watching. And you're stuck on Instagram Reels, but you're not commenting. You're just absorbing, the content, but you're not really being social enough. You can't create Reels and not build an audience on Instagram. Your goal is to build an audience from your Reels. Get yourself top of mind for other people. Am I making sense? This is so simple, but this is what I see people do. They get into this ticking the box mentality. I've got to post every day. oh, I've got to do a reel on Instagram, I've got to do a Facebook Live, I've got to do this, that, and you're pushing out content, but you're not giving love to anybody. You're not reacting, you're not commenting, you're just absorbing content, and you may even be just copying it and putting it out there, but you are hiding behind social media. Every single day, as part of your daily method of operation, there should be a minimum like 30 minutes or 3 lots of 10 minutes during your day, 10 in the morning, 10 in the middle of the day, 10 at the end of the day, like whatever time you've got to give to this. And deliberately, when you're scrolling, commenting and giving love. Too many people are selfish on social media and pushing out content and just expecting the people to come. I've done my thing, I'm going live, but I'm hearing crickets. I'm putting posts out there, but I'm hearing crickets. I'm putting reels out there, but my views have dropped. It's because you're not giving any love to anybody. You're just putting the content out there, but there is no effort to building relationships with people organically. You are missing major, major, major opportunities to bring people into your world and to be top of mind. Like if you want to be top of mind for people, like I know the people that comment regularly on my Facebook Lives. I know the people that are commenting on my Instagram Reels. They're top of mind for me because they're regular and consistent. They're watching, so why not leave a comment? If you want to build successfully, organically on social media, give more love to people, build more relationships, like Beth said at the very beginning, and give that know, like, and trust and make yourself stand out from the crowd, because 90% of the people on social media are just taking and they're not really giving. Those of you in the Reels challenge, you should be networking a little bit as well in Instagram and trying to build up relationships over there, as well as doing your Reels, not just doing the Reels and expecting people to come. Those of you that do Facebook Lives, are you, networking with other people before you go live, after you go live? Like, where are you hanging out, groups or other people that are radar? Or are you looking at your Facebook stories and looking at who's looking at you and then going to their profile and giving them some love? Tedious, I know, but this is organic. If you want to build organically and speed up the results of your business, you need to do this kind of stuff every day and stop hiding behind social media and just putting stuff out there, but not giving love. People are craving, because of what's happening around the world, people are craving relationships. People are craving a bit of love and attention. Be that person to give it to other people without an agenda. I know you're probably being taught, network and pop the question and all the rest of it. And when it's relevant, it's relevant. You should be doing all those income producing activities. But get yourself top of mind and put the social back in social media. Simple. But not enough people are doing it. And it can get a bit tedious. I get it. Like on Instagram, I'm trying to grow up my Instagram more. So I'm networking with more people on social media. I've got so many things going on. It's just another thing I need to fit into my day, but it's important. And I'm putting more content out there and carousel posts, and I'm putting some more time and effort into that because it's important. And I want to grow my following there because there's a whole bunch of people there that I know that I can get top of mind, with. Does that make sense? So show up more consistently. For those of you who are not, you can't get top of mind for people if you're not consistent. So you really got to work out where it is you're hanging out, how often you're hanging out. I'm massively, a big believer in Reels. And if you want to, like TikTok at the moment, because of the untapped organic reach, it's just crazy. But you need to do it for 30 or 60 days to really get some traction out of it. You're not just going to do 1, 2, or 5 of them and expect to, make a difference. But you've got to be really clear on your brand and, all of those things. But if you want to be on people's radar, if you want to get more organic leads, you need to put some more effort into just not scrolling and looking, and even learning from people like me. Comment. If you're watching my Reels, comment. Let me know you're there. Put yourself on my top of mind. That's like, oh, that's a lovely comment. I'll remember you for that. And when you do it to other people, they will remember you for that. And if you're there consistently, you will be top of mind for somebody. And especially in this industry where there's billions of people well, not billions, but there could be thousands and thousands of people in your same company. What makes you stand out? Why would I go to you over somebody else in the same company? I would go to you because you give me more love. You give me more attention. You're there commenting. Like, put yourself on top of mind for the people that you're networking with on social media. Does that make sense? Just want to check in with some of your comments here. So making sense to Anna. Yes, making sense. Sheila, so I'm just the Instagram people. I'm just reading some comments over here on Facebook. They are more social over Instagram. I comment and I get reply. Yeah, and you just got to expect that. You might give love and you might not get it back. Move on. Some people will be social with you and some people won't, but unless you're doing it, you're not going to work out who is and who isn't. So don't get tied to the outcome. I talked about this on my training earlier. Marry the process, divorce the outcome. It doesn't matter if people don't respond. Just keep giving the love anyway. It doesn't matter. You stand proud in what you do, what you've got to offer, and you have posture with that. And you network accordingly with that. And love what you do. If you don't love what you do, then you might need to look in the mirror, to check in on that. But this is why I'm loving like Instagram Reels, is because it's putting the fun back in the business for some people. It's short, it's quick, it's fun, it's getting a lot of views. So, if you're not doing that, that might be something you can look at. But also network while you're on Instagram. Don't just do your Reels and don't talk to anybody. All the algorithms are being tracked on how social you are, and you'll get more reach and the algorithm will work for you better the more social you are. So if you're doing a lot of content, but you're not getting a lot back, it could be driven by the algorithm. It's trained to know that, it's a one-way street for you. You're putting a lot of stuff out there, but you're not, content-wise, but you're not networking or engaging with anybody, and no one's getting in your messenger or your DMs and Instagram. All that's tracked by the algorithm. Okay. So, yes, Michelle, put the social back in social media. Laurie, that would be like someone coming to your dinner table and serenading you, and when they're done, you just go back to eating without any compliment. And it amazes me what people do on social media, particularly in Messenger. And I'm very open about the fact that this is a bugbear of mine. Like, I might not speak to somebody for months, and then they'll shoot me a message in Messenger and just go, what do you think about, whatever, or they'll just make a statement. And it's like, hello to you too. If we were in a room together and we hadn't spoken for months, would you just come up to me and ask a question and go, oh, hi, Helen, how are you? I was just wondering if I could get your opinion on something. Yeah, sure. What would you like to talk about? Like, the social etiquette on social media just baffles me sometimes with the lack of respect. And if you wouldn't say something to somebody in person, then don't say it on social media. Or how you treat people in person is how you should treat people on social media. Remember that when you're shooting off a message to somebody and you haven't spoken to them, like if you're in daily communication with somebody, you might be picking up a conversation or you're just having a chat, no problems. But social media etiquette just, it baffles me sometimes how rude people are, the expectation of it. So stand out from the crowd, guys. It's not that hard. Just be more social than you are. And when you're watching somebody's content, acknowledge, love, stand out from the crowd and put your face and your name top of mind for other people on social media, because not enough people are doing it. Does that make sense? Okay. So be committed to the process. You have to do it every day. Yeah, it might take a little bit longer to build relationships, but if you're building organically, you've got no choice. Okay, some of you can do Facebook advertising and speed up your leads and stuff like that, but it still doesn't mean you have a relationship with your lead. So you should always be doing organic strategies to build the relationships with people. Okay. Yes, Lacey, absolutely. Treat others as you'd like to be treated. Well said. And think about that when you're on social media. For those of you that join later, the reason I'm looking up and down is because I've got Instagram here and I've got Facebook and YouTube over here. So sorry about that. And yeah, marry the process, divorce the outcome. You've got to build some emotional muscle for this industry. If you're in the home-based business industry, there are a lot of people that are not meant for this industry. There are a lot of people that will say no, but they say no not necessarily because they don't like what you've got. It's because of the fear of what they have to do. So you've got to divorce that outcome when somebody says no. It's got nothing to do with you. Don't get tied up with those things in social media, because that's what stops you in your tracks. And that's when you get stuck. And coaching community, please go and watch that training that I did about the 7-step process to get unstuck, because some of you just need to revisit that. Even if you're not really unstuck, but you've got team members that are stuck, you could take my training and teach it to them. Like, just utilize what I've shared with you and share it with other people to help other people get unstuck. So I'm going to leave it there. This is just so simple and so basic, but I can't express enough how important it is for you to be more social on social media. Put the social back in social media if you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want to be top of mind when people think, and when people are scrolling social media, you're always there. Oh, there's Helen again. Oh, she's popping up here, and she's popping up on Instagram, and she's popping up on YouTube, and she's always there. Like, I want to be top of mind, but it's not just what I put out, it's the relationships that I build with people as well. And that takes time and effort. That's the boring part that nobody wants to do. You just all want to show up and have everybody follow you. You've got to earn the right to have a following. You've got to earn the right to grow an audience. It's not just showing up and putting up selfies and looking pretty. What value are you bringing to people? How often are you showing up? Are you networking with people? All of that. Like, there's a huge combination of things that make you successful, but you can't just show up and expect people to come, especially organically. Okay. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that's thought-provoking, because it's one of the simplest, cheapest, easiest things to do for you to actually get better results. Because if you want more clients, you want more customers, and you want more teammates, you need to be talking to more people. So just be more social on social media. Okay, so I'll leave that thought with you. Now, remember, tomorrow, an hour and a half earlier, over on my Facebook business page or my Facebook group. Sorry, Instagram, I won't be live with you tomorrow. Or YouTube won't be live with you guys tomorrow, but come and find us over on Facebook, because I've got some amazing entrepreneur friends, and we're talking about growing an audience, growing your following, and growing some influence. So there might be some tips that you can get out of that training that you'll find really useful. So have an awesome rest of the day, whatever part of the day it is for you, and hopefully I'll see you on the training tomorrow. Bye. So bye to those of you over on Instagram. We'll finish you guys here. And I'm going to duck behind my screen here. See you Facebook and YouTube.